Hello YouTube, this is the AwesomeChief and I'm doing an online commentary battle on Empire Total War. This is a one-on-one multiplayer battle and I'm in command of France while my opponent is in command of the Spanish. My army consists of 5 skirmisher units, 6 elite infantry, 3 pieces of artillery and 2 squadrons of cavalry. Now let's take a look at my opponent's army. On his far right he's got 4 squadrons of heavy cavalry supported by 1 battery of 6-pounders. His main body mainly consists of light infantry and elite infantry. He's got 4 of each. And on his left flank he placed 2 batteries of 6-pounder horse artillery and 2 heavy cavalry squadrons. I open up the battle by moving on my howitzers in order to force him to attack. And I also tried to shoot his line infantry in the far back. Here I think I hit some, yeah, I hit 7. But it's not really effective. Now my plan is to force my enemy to attack me, to attack my position, and to force him into my artillery fire, which will be from the far left, as you can see here, from the far right, and from the middle, from my howitzers. In case he attacks me with skirmishes or something like that, I got my 2 cavalry units, and in case he attacks me with his cavalry first, I got my light infantry, which I move on right here. Now I move on my tirailleur to secure my flank from his heavy cav by placing stakes. This is something I really like at this map. There are so many hills and rocks that you can't just move your army on like at grassy flatlands, but you have to think tactically, and you also can create artificial bottlenecks, which is what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to close my right flank for his cavalry and to force his cavalry to either attack through my stakes or to attack on the left side, which would be perfect for me because my artillery could fire here. Here I move on my guard artillery into position, and I also stake here with my tirailleur because he's got a quite decent cavalry force. So now my howitzers are ready to fire, and I think yeah, right now he sees it. Right now he starts moving. As he doesn't have any howitzers, he can't hit me here, so he has to eliminate my artillery. Let's take a look at this awesome staking here. It just looks brutal. Anyway, awesome staking on my left flank too, in order to secure my artillery position here. So right now my opponent has either the option of attacking one of my flanks, which I would have done, or what he does, to just rush into my center and try to break it. The problem for him is, in my center I've got my bouclés and my Swiss guard, and bouclés simply are the elite infantry in Empire Total War. Here we can see some nice shots of the guard artillery. Every time I play France, I take 4 bouclés units and use them as my main body. Their reloading time is absolutely, yeah, I think it's kind of imbalanced. They're just too overpowered. And in addition they got an accuracy of 50, which is quite decent. Anyway, here I'm pulling back my houses into security because my enemy has been lured successfully. Now this is a big mistake he made. He actually had the artillery superiority. He got 4 6-pounders. I only got 3 pieces of artillery, and one of them are howitzers, so he would also have outranged me in an artillery battle. But he decided to simply rush in his infantry, and he decided to let them get slaughtered by my tirailleur, which of course outranged his line infantry. Here I managed to rout his first line. So this is just one of the many mistakes he made on this battle. He didn't have any skirmisher unit at all, which is his first mistake. His second mistake is that he moved his whole army into this bottleneck situation here, making me able to simply slaughter and crush his troops. In addition, my artillery gets some nice shots into his lines here, as you can see. This is just devastating. Here I pull back my tirailleurs because I don't need them as a meat shield, because right now I knew I would win this battle, and right now I knew my Irishmen would win the battle for me. Look at them firing. These units are awesome, I simply love them. As well as the Swiss Guards, of course. Look at them, 55 accuracy. They are actually routing his line infantry here. So what is he doing in the back? Well, the answer is he does nothing. He lets his cavalry stand there and watch their brothers die in the battle. Well, I would be happy to be one of these cavalrysts watching their brothers and not die themselves. But I would not be happy to be a cavalryist in one of these units here, which he moved in just in the wrong moment when everything was over, and which he moved in straight into my stakes. Now let's see why I said brutal before. This is brutal. Poor horses, poor cavalrysts. Anyway, half of his force has been destroyed. The other half is now being killed by my Irishmen. And right now you can see me making my very first and only, yes I can say first and only mistake on this battle. I form a square instead of protecting my tirailleurs from the cavalry charge. So if you want to protect a skirmisher unit with a line infantry unit, don't form squares, but stay in line so you can absorb the charge. Now this battle is almost over. My opponent left very early. I won it with only 88 losses, but not because I played so well, but because he made so many mistakes. Anyway, thanks for rating, thanks for leaving any kind of comments, thanks for maybe subscribing. More videos to come up on Napoleon Total War, which I will get on Monday. Until then, stay tuned and see you next time.